Hey everyone, welcome back to Catching Up with the Walkers. Thank you so much for joining me. This is Thursday morning and Cassie is gone to school today. I think we told you on the last video, it's a super busy week. She had field trips on Monday. She took Ransom to Discovery Center with the bus. And then yesterday, Wednesday, she went to a baseball game. That was Mazzy and Rangers field trip. And she also drove the bus there. So she's had a long week with the bus, and these dogs apparently have had a long week too, because they're sleeping in at 10 a.m. on, oh yeah, JoJo says I was up all night chasing moles and all the things that run from me. Shelby won't even raise her head, she's so tired. But almost the dog days of summer, not quite. I'm still hanging on to spring. I was gonna come over here and give you guys a quick update of what's going on the farm. You guys saw probably on Walker Farm Fam, I went down Monday and worked in Sulphur, Oklahoma. Actually, that was Tuesday. I worked in Sulphur doing some tornado cleanup, and we're making plans. I just got off the phone with our outreach pastor. We're making plans to go back this coming Sunday and Monday to that area in southern Oklahoma. So I'm going to try to get caught up on the farm before I have to leave the farm again. But I wanted to show you guys the garden. I got out here and worked in it yesterday a little bit. You guys can see my little tool that I use. I worked through all the onions. I've got a lot of lettuce that's ready to harvest, and the peppers are looking awesome. These radishes, I need to pull all of those, and I need to get them cleaned up because I have some sweet potato vines to plant there. So I want to put sweet potatoes there where those were at. But look at the squash. Can you believe in just a short amount of time they are getting massive? So there's my hand, that's how big they are. And I planted the flowers in between, hoping to keep bugs out. There's the tomatoes. So I guess this is an impromptu garden tour. We have cucumbers, watermelons that are doing good. They're kind of hard to see, and I don't want to get all muddy right now. And then my corn has started coming up. That's what's going on with the garden. All right, now I'm about to head to town though, and I won't, probably won't bring you along for it, but I'll show you what I'm doing. I'm taking, let's get here in the truck. Okay, so I have 13 dozen eggs. So there are 13 dozen beautiful eggs. That's a few extra because I didn't get to bring them on Tuesday, but our food pantry is opened on Tuesday, Thursday, and then periodically on Saturdays. So I'm gonna take those, I'm gonna go get some fuel. But I do have a special kind of project that I'm gonna tackle when I get back, our brooder room. So I'm gonna show you kind of an update out in our brooder room. We have 3 turkeys now. We have 32 chickens, but it's kind of a mess in there. And I'm gonna try to fix that today with a little bit of organization. So I'll bring you guys along for that whenever we get back. So I just made it back home, back to the farm, and it looks like it's gonna rain. So there's a couple things I was wanting to do today. I already kind of put one off for tomorrow because I think rainstorms, thunderstorms are coming in, or at least forecasted, and that is take some cows to the vet. But maybe later today, I'll be able to at least get the cows in the pen. I could get them in the pen, get them in the holding pen, then they'll be ready to go for tomorrow, which would be great if I can just do that this evening. So right now I'm gonna continue on my project. I got gasoline for the lawnmower, gas for chainsaw. Whenever we go back down to Sulphur area, we'll be using our chainsaws. So I got gas for that. Of course, lots of dog food because we have a lot of dogs, it seems like. The 3 of them eat a lot. And alfalfa. Hopefully this will be our last bale of alfalfa that we need for Hazel and her baby. So that's what that's for. So I'm gonna get all this unloaded, and then I'm gonna show you the project I wanna tidy up out at Cassie's chicken brooder. The little brooder building has been the perfect size, and it has been nice not having the shavings and the smell and stuff out in the shop, because it does smell a little bit. Even if you clean it out regularly, it's hard not to smell when you're working with chicken manure. But let's check on the animals before we get our project started. So here's our little turkeys. Hey guys, those are our little turkey poults. There should be 3 of them. Yep, all 3 of them. One under there, 2, 3. And then our 32 chickens. Some of these came from Eddie Family Farm. Whoa! Every time I pull that back, it seems like they're getting bigger and bigger. So I can see they have a little bit of feed in there, but I'm gonna go ahead and fill it up. We learned last time, if you have too many at once, it can be a little overwhelming. So I'm gonna fill their feeder up. They're a little shy, but our big water bucket is working well. So all of them are doing well. Get that covered up so they don't fly out. But like I said, this part of the brooder is working out perfect. Everything seems to be going well. But Cassie has tons and tons of feeders, waters, and just supplies. Things like that, the little bottle we carry stuff in, basket, brooder heaters, waters we're not using right now, cups. That's just trash. I'll get it out of here. But all that stuff, and it just kind of sits around and collects. So when I was at Sam's Club a couple days ago, I ran across this shelf. It's a 5-tier, heavy-duty plastic shelf. Max weight is 1,000 pounds. And I think the shelf was around $60 or $70. I don't know. You can check your local Sam's Club. But it's a Members Mark brand. Not any kind of sponsorship or anything. Just something that I thought was a decent price. It's hard to build something out of 2x4s for that price, and you don't have to worry about weather getting to this or anything like that. So I'm gonna get this shelf together in here so you guys see the before. We've got the shelf sitting here, and we have all the supplies kind of laying around, junking it up a little bit. So we're gonna do a little bit of YouTube magic. You guys ready for this? With a snap of the finger, we're going to see some, and just like that, it is finished. So I don't know if I'm just going to be encouraging Cassie to get more stuff now that she has room, but you can see everything pretty much filled that shelf up. You could do some rearranging and make more room, but much better. I got the floor swept up. Probably the #1 thing I would say that we've done in this brooder that would do again is this solid sheet of linoleum flooring, or vinyl flooring, whatever you want to call it. It's just one solid sheet, and it is so easy to clean up. Also, the shelf, it can go one higher. So if we ever move it out of here, it has one more shelf to go up. I kept the arms to raise it up, so it goes up one higher. Says it will hold 1,000 pounds. I don't think we'll ever test it to that degree, but that's nice to know that it'll hold plenty of weight if you need it to hold it. So I'm gonna get these girls shut up. Really? Tell me how you really feel, June. It's not even close to feeding time yet. But that's how you're gonna be. You could be like Dolly over there, just rolling in the dirt. Or you could be like Loretta and not want anybody to touch you. Hey Loretta. Hey Dolly. Here's a good girl. Yeah. I don't have any food right now. Patsy hasn't had a baby yet, so that's the donkeys. And while I'm out here and while I have the gorilla cart, I'm gonna go ahead and grab some alfalfa hay. We're still feeding our lamb Hazel, so let's go get her some alfalfa. I already unloaded the alfalfa, the new bale, and this will probably be the last bale. After that's gone, we'll just turn out Hazel with the others. So I'm gonna load up some of this alfalfa the donkeys went through and messed up, and let's go give it to the sheep. Rowdy says, I don't mind if you share that with me too. So Shelby, do you want in to play? Here, let me let Shelby in. Come in, Shel. Shelby loves to come in and play with Zena. All right, watch out, watch out. Watch out. So now everybody thinks it's feeding time because I'm coming in, but it's not. I'm just giving my girl Hazel some extra hay, and I give her regular hay off of that bell over there, which I'm about ready to roll the rest of that bell out to see if they'll eat on it. That should be plenty. give her some. The baby's got some. All right, girls, hang on. So, I may be a little biased here, but I think that is probably the cutest baby yet that we've had. She's a little on the smaller side, and I don't know if it's because it's Hazel's first or she just came out that way, but she's growing good, and she is just really, really cute. Hey, what are you doing? Look at him. He's moving his back feet and keeping his front feet in the gorilla cart. Tom, you're gonna have to drop it, buddy. You're gonna have to drop it and go on. Go on, Tom. Go on. Go on. Nothing to see here. So I think that's it for right now. I'm gonna go in and take care of some stuff online, get some videos edited and things like that. But I will catch up with you guys a little bit later. Probably either when it's time to see if we can get the cows lauded in the pen, or when Cassie gets home, one or the other. We'll check in with you in just a little bit. So I ended up mowing the yard. The rain did hold off, so I mowed all the front yard. I'm planning on doing the backyard tomorrow. I gotta pace myself. I don't want to overdo it. You guys know how that goes. So I'm gonna cook though on the griddle. I've been waiting to cook, and I've got my biggest helper out here. Can you say hi? Can you say hi? Okay. Well, as long as he's out here by my side, he's usually pretty content. But so we're right in the middle of making these. We're gonna push the tortillas down, smash that patty, and we'll go back to the ones we already put down, smash them some more. And there's something about cooking outside. I just enjoy cooking outside a lot more, and I need to branch out. I've been looking at some recipes, fajitas. I want to do some fajitas sometime. I just didn't have the time to prep today. By the time I looked at my watch, I was already out of time. But maybe next time we'll do some fajitas or something like that. Well, it took a second, but I found something to make this one happy. Cheese. So Little Bear made his way back inside, and I came out with some onions. So Cassie cut these up for me. A little bit of a twist here. I'm gonna do some onion type burgers. Get grilled onions on them. That's the good thing about the Blackstone is you have plenty of room. So I'm gonna get this cooked up, head inside and eat, and when we get done, I'm gonna surprise Cassie. I haven't even told her about her shelf and her brooder. So I'll just tell her she needs to come out and look at her brooder and see what she thinks. So there's that, and dinner's looking good. The weather is so nice. It was supposed to be thunderstorms right now, but as you can see, we have a nice overcast, and it doesn't look too bad. So they are all finished. Ooh, grilled onions. I don't like a lot of regular onions, but I can eat a lot of grilled onions. So get these last ones inside. Already took 3 in, and go enjoy dinner. So Cassie's coming out to look at the brooder, but what did you think of the smash burgers?
Excellente.
Ranger said they were the best ever, but I think he said that last time and the time before.
He's telling the chickens hi.
You telling the chickens hi? Those 2 chickens are doing good. He likes waving at the cows too. So pretty much any animal he now waves at until we move on.
I just put a piece of bubble gum in my mouth and it's really juicy.
I'm not a big fan of bubble gum, but
I love bubble gum.
Cassie likes to, she definitely likes to eat on camera, and now she likes to chew gum on camera. But give her a little bit.
Cassie,
eventually she will yawn.
Cassie, she definitely likes to eat
on camera. She likes to eat on camera. That's what everybody says.
Like Cassie likes to eat.
No.
And then you added on camera.
See, that's how you heard it. That's not how I said it. All right. Well, if I messed up, then maybe I can make it better.
Whoa!
All clean, organized. Oh, now keep it that way.
It'll be you that messes it up. Go look at your shop.
I'm telling you to keep it that way. I'll do my best. How's the turkeys?
Good.
You looking for the kitty cat? Okay, let's see if we can find the kitty cat. Sue! Sue! There's donkeys.
Thank you, babe.
You're welcome.
How long did it take you to do that?
I don't know. I thought it was gonna rain, and then it didn't rain. So I mowed and I went for a run and did other stuff, but it took long enough.
Say, hey, donkeys. Hey, girls.
Hey, donkeys.
Hey, donkey donks. But donkey donk. Wait, what's that song? Donkey donk, but donkey donk.
That's probably not the best song to be
I think
singing.
you're talking about your rear end on that one.
Yeah, I think they're talking about rear ends.
I can't think of.
Hey, girl.
Isn't that Toby Keith?
Yeah.
I wanna sing along, like
Donkey Kong.
Ooh-wee.
Hey. Look at Patsy. You see her?
Yeah, but Dolly hauled off and kicked him the other day when she thought she was gonna get a treat.
They all have their own attitudes. Except,
What? See now?
Patsy here does not have as much of an attitude, I've noticed.
That ain't Patsy.
I mean,
That's
Loretta. Loretta does not have as much of an attitude.
Loretta was standoffish, but not as much attitude, and now she's coming around.
She still won't let you pet on her. Too much, at least. There's Patsy over there. She did have a little attitude just now. She usually doesn't. She usually last to the table, though. So the last to the table usually doesn't have as much attitude.
Oh, I stopped and asked the neighbors about those.
You stopped and asked the neighbors about the spotted donkeys you saw this morning?
Yeah, I've been going by that place for 7 years. I never seen them.
And what did they say?
Well, it was his son. He wasn't real helpful, but he said, those donkeys are like 30 years old. I said, how come I've never seen them? He goes, well, we used to talk about another place, but 6 or 8 years ago, we brought them over here. I was like, he goes, but they always stay in the back. He said, so if they were out by the road, they're usually not back there. He said, but they're like 30 years old. And I said, well, they look like minis. Well, if they're 30 years old, they are because they're not very big. I said, but first I said, are they mini or standard? And he was like, well, I don't know. And then he said when they were 30. I said, well, I'm looking for a jack. Didn't know if they had one. He was like, nope, all Jennies.
Really? Well, there's a bummer on that
But
one.
that was the son. I'm going back to talk to a parent.
Well, yeah. You want to double check, but I'm guessing he probably knows whether they're jacks or
Yeah.
Jennies. But they have a lot of different animals there.
No, Ranger's like, I've seen them before. I was like, no, you haven't. I said, but I've seen the alpacas. She's got a lot of goats and ducks and chickens.
I've seen a standard donkey.
Oh, you have? I said, I've seen all the random cows and bulls they have.
Llamas.
Because they have the
Brahma. They have
Brahmas.
big Brahman bulls.
Yeah. So anyway,
So Cassie probably start hanging out with them so she can get some new animals.
when I drive, I'm like, looking for donkeys with spots. That's the second set I've found not very far from me. And the lady was like, oh, I recently gilded it. What'd you do that for? It was a tiny spotted one.
Did not make Cassie's day that day, apparently. So, still on the search for Jack.
Well, the lady said, I gilded him because my grandkids wants to play with him. And I'm like, okay.
Oh, they didn't know that you were needing a donker. I'm sure they would have left him the way he was. Just for you. So, now's the time to split ways. Where are you going to go look at, Cass?
American breast.
Chickens. And I'm going to go try to get the cows up in the lot if I can. I've got my range cubes over here, and I did not feed them this afternoon because I wanted to wait till later in the evening to see if I could get them up. Let's see if I can get them. Swoo! I don't know if you guys can see them over there. They're way over there. But if I can get them up and get them in the lot, then I'll be able to take at least a couple of them to get them pregnancy tested. I need to take Geronimo and get him tested as well. Whether I keep him or not, there's a chance I sell him coming up in a upcoming auction, and then we would change out to like a dun or a different color bull in the fall. But watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Donkey's moving in on me. Here, you want one? Here. You got one too. Just a second. Everybody got one. You're not going to take the bucket. So they would love to take the bucket. That's far enough. Stop right there. Woo! Come on, babies! They're not really wanting to come right now. I think they were headed to water to drink, but if I shake this bucket enough, they'll come. Well, that worked. Now they're coming. Come on, babies! So I just really want to get them up here in this lot. And if I can get them up here, I can lock them in tonight and then deal with them in the morning. Come on, Blackberry. So right now, all the ones I really want aren't coming. They're just a lot slower than the others. Mainly want the Highlands. They're the ones I'm wanting to get checked out, tested. The little Highland bull calf. Hey, watch out. The little bull calf sequoia needs to be vaccinated and that kind of thing. So they came up here yesterday, and every one of them came up here and ate yesterday. So that helps whenever they come up 2 days in a row. A lot of times they think, all right, I came up here once, they fed me and I left and everything was okay. That means I'm not gonna get caught. Well, guess what? Today they're gonna get caught if they all walk in. Come on, Poppy! So they're very leery, and for good reason. I would be leery too if somebody was putting me in a pen for the first time. But guess what? They're in. Hey, Susu. How are you, baby? They are in. Yay. That's what I needed. Now to determine who's gonna go. So Ellie is one of our cows that should have had a calf by now and did not. So she most likely will go. She needs to get tested, see if she's pregnant, see if she's not. If she's not pregnant and Geronimo tests out to be good bull, then she will probably hit the road. There's a good chance she might go either way, but we'll just have to wait and see. And I think I've got, I don't know how many in here right now, but. Hey, Poppy. Hey, Ellie. So really who I need to take though for sure tomorrow, I need to take Geronimo, and I for sure need to take Sequoia. I don't think he'd be hard to get in at all. He's pretty easy going. But I need Geronimo and I need Sequoia. And I need one more. Cece. Unfortunately, Cece lost her calf last year, and for whatever reason, whether she can't raise a calf good, she's going to be sold. So Cece's gone either way. So I'll go ahead and let Reba out. Go ahead, Reba. Go on. So Ellie just walked in, so I'm gonna go ahead and shut this now. No ma'am, you stay in there. So there's Ellie and Geronimo. I'm gonna go ahead and put them in the other pen while I get a couple more if I can.
You want me to walk up behind them and help?
No, I think we're good right now. I just want these two to be sectioned off on their own. No?
Okay. I'll have time to take you to the doctor.
Cassie said she don't have time to take me to the doctor. If you guys remember, last time I was having Highlands in one of these pens, I ended up in the emergency room. So life happens, I'll tell you that. It happens. So, oh. So we'll for sure get Ellie preg checked. We're gonna get Geronimo tested, and I need to get Sequoia in there, but I don't really want to keep him up with Geronimo all night necessarily. And if I could get Poppy in, Poppy would be a good one to take too. Hey Poppy, you wanna go in there? Sometimes they'll just walk right in. Go on in there. You know where you want to go. You know where I want you to go.
You might be the one that kicked you in the face.
No, that was Reba. Okay, we're gonna try this again. I got a little help from Cassie. Let's go, Poppy. A lot of times if you bring them all in as a crowd, they'll go a little easier. Sometimes not, but sometimes.
Everybody going in there that we don't need.
If everybody just walks in, that'd be okay. Let's go, Poppy. You know what the quickest way to work cattle is, Cassie?
Slow.
Slow and easy. Yep.
Quiet. There she is.
I thought you being there was going to change the world. No, she can't go nowhere. She can't go nowhere.
Well, I think she would have went on had we not walked. I almost yelled at her, but I just said to do it slow and easy.
Go on, Poppy. Bring him in. Push him in. Oh, one coming out. One coming out.
Well, I thought it was Poppy. And I
Let her go.
try again.
I want to get these.
You want to get Poppy in that other one?
Yeah, I want to get these British whites out.
Here, I'll work the gate. You walk.
Poppy, go push him out of the way, please. All right, Salt.
She'll be out.
Salt, go.
She'll be out.
Okay, let him go. Let him go. Oh. I'll put Poppy in there with these two. She'll go back in that corner again. Let's go. There we go. All right, you guys missed it, but Cassie was amazing and just got him in there.
Of course you didn't have the camera on.
Well, I was waiting for you to run him around. All right, girls. So that's...
I gotta go to baseball.
All right, Cassie's going to baseball. That's it for tonight. So we are going to let these guys out and let them go do what they want. Reba will probably stay close because her baby's in here, but her baby will leave probably about 8 o'clock in the morning and be back by 10. She'll be stressed a little bit, but he's old enough to wean, plenty old enough to wean, so it won't be a bad deal at all. All right, you girls can go on. You see Pepper hunting new ground. She did better than I expected. I thought she was a little more wild than that. Blackberry, you can go on. So I just finished up for overnight keeping. I'll get some buckets of water out here in just a little bit, but I've got these three together because I'm worried that Geronimo will push around too much on the girls. So in the morning, I'll probably put Ellie and Geronimo in the front of the trailer, and then Poppy and Sequoia in the back of the trailer. That'll kind of even my weight out and give me a good load. So that's it. And if you were wanting to know who's pregnant, who's not, did Geronimo test out good? Is he a good bull? Did we have a bad bull? Is that why they're not bred? If you want to know all that, then you're going to have to come back at a different time and a different channel. So this will be on Walker Farm Fam. It'll probably be whatever day this is, it'll probably be the next day. So let's see. This is probably out on a Friday, so I'm guessing Walker Farm Fan will be a Saturday. So you guys don't miss it. Oh, we had one of my steers was over here messing with my wagon. Steers are good for that. They're the donkey of cows. They'll act just like a donkey. And get all my tools out of here. So that's it. I'm gonna get off of here. We're gonna get to a baseball game. Ransom has a little baseball game tonight. So thank you guys for watching. Sue's about to get ran out over there by a donkey. She's okay. She made it out of the pen just fine. So thank you guys for watching. We hope you have a great day, and God bless.